Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the middleweight bout between Roman Dolidze versus Phil Hawes. And how I see this one right here is I'm gonna go average confidence Phil Hawes to take this one. If he wasn't like to have those bits of inconsistency, this would be a high confidence pick for Phil Hawes, but that inconsistency got dropping down a little bit. I got Phil Hawes there. I feel like stylistically this favors him. Trend wise, this favors him. Skill wise, this favors him. But yeah, with Roman Dolidze dropped down to middleweight. I feel like light heavyweight, he didn't fully flesh out his skill set. Then he dropped down to middleweight. Now he just try and use his size, and so even at light heavyweight, his cardio and his pace wasn't great. Middleweight still it's even worse. Technique not that good, but he was able to bully Kyle Dawkins. Now after getting one win in the weight class, he's talking about I want some big names. I want this. I want that. Like relax. Kyle Dawkins is cool and all. He's good and all. He was making a little bit of waves at times, but he's being consistent. And he's definitely not a fighter that you beat. And especially when you 1-1 or in the weight class, and now you start calling names out like you ready to actually fight somebody in the weight class. Like nobody in the weight class. I mean, you don't even deserve to mention the people in the weight class. No disrespect, but in reality, you don't deserve to mention. Like it's like crazy that you mention like winning big name. Like you beat Kyle Dawkins, cool and all, good fighter, but not a great fighter, not a ranked fighter, and should not put you anywhere to be saying big names. Maybe after you put on a press performance and beat Phil Hawes, that's time for it, but. Or even then, probably still not time for it, but could put you in a position to get a fight that you could talk about. But nonetheless, I feel like Phil Hawes, he don't get that. I feel like Phil Hawes beat somebody. Phil Hawes might even knock him out. Matter of fact, Phil Hawes probably will knock him out. I don't feel like Roman Dolidze really showed any real improvement. He was able to bully around Kyle Dawkins in the clinch, but now you're going there with a solid, high-level wrestler, very physical, very strong, very explosive, very athletic, and you're not gonna really be able to lean on him like that in the clinch. If anything, you probably lean on clinch, you probably digging into your body, digging knees. Then maybe even looking for a takedown and throwing you down and just getting you right off him and punch you in the face. It didn't disengage and not playing a grappling game with you. So yeah, I just feel like Dolidze really shown no true improvement in his game. I feel like the weight cut took away from his skill set, and like where he'd be spending time working on actually not looking so stiff on the feet. Now he's spending more time weight cutting. We work on his cardio and his pacing. Now he's just working on cutting weight and trying to do what he can with a limited gas tank. So limited gas tank, limited range of motion. Jiu-Jitsu style, I feel like he definitely could potentially pull off, everybody got a puncher's chance, and he's big, he can land a punch, he could do that. He could potentially find a submission on Phil Hawes when they're both tired or not tired, or fresh maybe, but ultimately I feel like Phil Hawes can dictate where this fight goes. Then on feet, I feel like Phil Hawes is the one who's like been actually fleshing out his skill set. Like, cause a while back, Phil Hawes was just leaning more so on his athleticism. Now you start to see his technique on the strike come along faster, more fluid, looking good for the weight class. He has shown the ability to push a pace for 3 rounds in this weight class and not just gas out completely. And I feel like that's only going to improve. And again, I'm saying actual improvements from him where I'm not saying that for Dolidze. Good win, congrats, but in reality, they haven't really shown no improvement. So I just feel like, again, Phil Hawes should be able to deal with the physicality, maybe even overpower him out there, outwork him. I just feel like he just too fast, too explosive, and just be touching the stiff, slow Dolidze, stuffing his takedowns and moving around in the clinch and getting away from that clinch and just unloading on him in final shots, and Dolidze really ain't having much response. It's stiff and undeveloped on the feet. Now I feel like let's see, I'm gonna say first round knockout for Phil Hawes. Second round was leaning more, but hey, what's the difference? Let's just go first round. First round, Phil Hawes, stuff him takedowns, find some distance, explode, touch his chin, drop him, follow up some ground and pound. First round TKO for Phil Hawes. So in this one, I have Phil Hawes via first round TKO.